Geraldo, for you, given the fact that the reason you're in France is because you went to collect your daughter Simone, who had been inside that soccer stadium, which is within walking distance of where you are right now. This isn't just a story. This is personal. And those creeps that were involved could have been in that apartment right across the street from you.
It is, you know, to think of it in those terms, Steve, is almost too hard to bear. I have such anger in my heart at them. Like so many others, my daughter is so rattled. I've been begging her to leave France. In some ways, though, I thought that Paris may be the safest big city in Europe right now with this tremendous police presence. But what happened here this morning is an indication that this story is alive and well, that the conspiracy, the diabolical conspiracy to commit mass murder, to inflict a wound, on a scar on the soul of the French nation. Here, the perpetrators of that have been brought to justice.
So I got to bring you to another soccer story. Yesterday, we know they had to not have a soccer game because they got some concrete evidence about a would-be terror attack, Germany against the Netherlands. But then now let's go over to Turkey. You know that country well. You talk about a divided nation. I want you to hear, this is the moment of silence, Greece and Turkey before the game for those who lost their lives in Paris. Let's listen. I hear you know what they're saying. They're saying Allah Akbar.
Are they chanting Allah Akbar?
Yeah, yes. That's their moment of silence.
Saying, is that Allah Akbar?
Yes.
Is that? Oh my God. If the United States of America needed any more proof to how the nation of Turkey and Saudi Arabia are playing both sides of this, you just heard it. These folks, these Sunni Muslim countries, many of the people in power in both of those countries, their loyalties are torn between their national governments affiliated with the outside world and the religious shadow government that exists inside, in the mosques and the radical mosques and so forth. They are not our friends. France is our friend. Russia is our friend. I think in some ways in this fight against the Sunni Muslim extremists, ISIS and Al-Qaeda and Al-Nusra and so forth, we have to swallow our pride and say, yes, even Iran and Russia are our friends in the fight. I think that you just heard what I believe is the most... Well, they may not be friendly to us, but the enemy of my enemy is my friend in this fight, Brian. I'm sorry, but every Russian bomb, every Russian cruise missile, I applaud it as it goes into Raqqa, as it goes into Mosul,
But we should be doing that. We should be doing that. Why give up the Middle East to Russia?
This is a snake that has to be destroyed. Well, we don't have to give up anything, and I don't know why we want the Middle East. I tell you that much, Brian. What we want is to stop. A terror group now owns a country. They own territory. How is it, for example, that we have only now started bombing the oil trucks leaving Syria and Iraq? Why is it that we didn't bomb those oil trucks that are funding ISIS for 2 years?
It's a travesty.
You know, I want the president to succeed. I want our nation to succeed. But the fact that we're too cool for school and they're only now bombing them because Trump says bomb the oil trucks, bomb the infrastructure, I don't get it. I don't get it. I know that area well, and I don't get it. You could have punished these people a lot more.
A year and a half ago.
I fear this will take ground troops before it's all over.
All right. Geraldo Rivera has been joining us on the ground at Saint-Denis, where overnight there was a SWAT team of an elite French team that apparently killed a couple of terrorists, 7 arrested. Geraldo, thank you very much.
Thank you,
We'll check in with you later.
Geraldo, anything happens, just bust in.
Thank you.